1911.
This mic here. For now, that'll work.
Can you hear us now?
Do we have sound now? Possibly so. We have to have sound now.
You're on.
Hey, what's up, hippie? All right, yeah, sorry about that. No, I don't know. I use that mic every time we're live, and for whatever reason, when I plug it in, it was turning the volume all the way down. No, we was talking about I had to make that radiator hose out of duct tape on the side of the road because we went to see the eclipse and broke it 80 miles from home. So we did that. But,
how's it going, bro? Hippie wants to know.
huh?
Hippie asked you, how's it going?
It's going. Going.
Going.
We're out here. I guess with no sound, I was showing it. They wondered, but yeah, this is the hose we lost 80 miles from the house the other day. And this is the duct tape we used to repair it and drive to the parts store to get a new one. It was about 8 miles away, but
it worked.
It worked. It held it. It held enough water to keep from burning the car up to make it down there. It was in Tommy's Civic. And like I said, we was in Beaver Falls.
Yeah, Beaver Falls.
So we just crossed the river where the I can't think. That's a nuclear power plant. It's right there on the river though. When you cross Beaver Falls, I can't think of the name of the power plant. It'll come to, but when you cross out of there, you're coming up out of the river valley there, and that's a pretty long, steep grade out there because we was on 376.
Hello, unfinished project. He said hi, Amanda and Joyce.
Yeah, we was heading up the hill on 376 there, and it was probably, we just passed, that's the thing, we passed the exit for Beaver Falls, crossed the bridge, and the hose blew going up the other side.
That's what you said.
So we had to go clear out around, we had to go like 3 more miles down the interstate, get off, and then drive all the way back into Beaver Falls. To get back into the parts store. And now Tommy looked it up, and he's like, well, where's the parts store? He's like, it says Advance Auto is 1.8 miles.
More 1.8
We drive like 3 miles to get off of the exit, and then it was like 5 more miles from the exit back into Beaver Falls where we're at. When we finally got downtown Beaver Falls, that's when we was like a mile and a half from the store where it originally said we were.
Huh.
So I don't know, they're modern technology for you. But we rolled in there, then I go in and we tell the kid, we're like, yeah, we need a radiator hose for a 97 Honda Civic, and then, he's one of them parts jockeys, so he wanted to know, what trim it was. I don't think it matters on those because, even if it's VTEC or non-VTEC, that upper radiator hose is the same hose.
Should be.
Because
you think.
Everyone I've seen, the non-VTEC motor we got out there, it looks like the same hose to me. But he wanted to know that, and then Tommy told him to
trim. Did you get that car yet? That car that you made a short on?
No, we haven't picked it up yet. It's still napping up there. We got to get it. It's like I said, it's been so rainy here, man. You wouldn't been able to get anything out of anywhere anyway. It's not worth going up. Like I said, we had probably 5 inches of rain last week. It rained. Did it rain yesterday? A little bit. It rained last night. It rained overnight. It's rained on and off all day today, and we got some storms coming in.
Yeah, it's
about 9:30. They're showing it thunderstorms.
But it's getting dark out already.
So we didn't get. We'll get to it. We'll get her picked up, get it started. I doubt that one will probably get run much this year. You guys will get to see it get built, but we'll figure it out from there. I would really like to do. If we was going to make that an actual dedicated race car, I'd really like to do a big block in that car. Like a 454, or a stroked 454, something to make big power with. Whereas at the end of the day, I don't want to cut holes in the floor of this car to run the roll cage down and tie it to the frame, because to me, it just seems like it wouldn't make this car much fun to drive. If you was just going to race it only, yeah, but I put too many miles on this car. I really don't want a cage in there to knock my head on anyway. And like I said, on top of it, a full frame car, the cage needs attached to the frame and not to the body. So That means I'd have to cut holes in the floor, weld the cage to the frame, then seal it off around the body, but then all that vibration from the frame is gonna get transferred into the cage. It's just gonna be, you know, you might as well not have any bushings in anything at that point. Everything's pretty much solid mounted. And we don't wanna do that. That car's a unibody, so you just put 6x6 plates on the floor while the cage to the floor and it. And you don't gotta cut and go through to the frame, so.
That'd be better.
And I think probably a Venturi, based on a Nova, we can probably get it a lot lighter than what we can get this Cutlass, so. Cutlass is heavy, it needs a diet, it's fat. I don't know what else to take off of it, but it's fat, it's just heavy. But yeah, it's that. We might have some diesel stuff coming up here. We got contacted from a diesel company that wants to work with us a little bit. We're gonna try to work on our tow rig because it definitely needs it. It needs an oil cooler because it's running a little warm. I would like to just, since I have it apart, I'd like to do all the injectors and everything in it again, just to make sure it's reliable. It's an 07, so the injector pump really isn't an issue in those motors. It doesn't have it, like the early Power Stroke, the early 6.0s, the 03, 04, they had problems with the high pressure oil pump, but then the 05 and up really didn't have it because they redesigned the high pressure pump, changed it a little bit, so we don't have that problem in it, but there's some other stuff on there. We like to get a tuner on there.
LP94, howdy.
What's happening, Lars? We like to get at least a tuner on there and get a little bit more oomph out of it. To me, I don't know, it just, it's kind of disappointing to me. I mean, it runs good. Everybody says it runs good. To me, it doesn't seem like it runs what it should.
Hippie just finished building a 456 gear with many spools
There
from
you go. Who's that, Lars?
No, that was Hippie.
Hey, 456. What you putting them in, Hip? I got them 373s.
Because this heart's in my viewing, I have to wait until.
I got 373s in this, and I would really like to get out to like 323s in it. It might make it a little bit more manageable without overdrive on the highway. Just got so used to driving this car with 273s in it and just rolling down the highway. But you know, you need a little bit more gear than that. But at the same time, I think that would be a good compromise between what was in it and what we have in it now. That'd be about meeting it halfway to go to 323.
Yeah.
Because rarely on driving on the highway, this car rarely sees much more than 70 on the highway. The only time it sees any more than that is if you're racing it. We got the Draggy. We've been playing with it a little bit. Like I said, I got a couple things that I'm still working on. When I lost all the tunes out of the old, when we updated the Holly, I lost all that stuff. I was trying to use the integrated boost controller on a Holly, but
84 Cutlass, but it's a toy, not a driver.
There you go.
That's what Hippie said.
Makes it nice when you ain't gotta worry about driving. That's the same way with all our off-road buggies. When you
THEMMAX man 71.
yeah.
Hey y'all.
What's happening? Yeah, like with the
Let's see
Samurais now, once we decided we wasn't driving on the street anymore and you didn't have to worry about those laws, they do become a lot more fun. And that's the whole point behind getting the other car. I said there's just so much with this car that we don't want to destroy. That's all, you know what I mean?
We had that car forever.
Yeah, it's been around for so long, I don't really want to cut it up. Not when I could get something else that I don't really care about.
Yeah, this been with
Make
us
something
for a long
around
time.
it. Yeah, this would be good. You still just put this together. We get something that goes super fast, and we can just leave this alone. Maybe put an overdrive transmission. This would be something more for like drag and drives or drag week or something. And then I'm sure everybody's heard on there, but if not, Calvin Nelson, the Black 57, he had his truck and trailer, and the Studebaker was stolen in Florence, South Carolina the other night. So
Wow.
it was a green, I believe 2005 F-250
They took everything.
Power Stroke. They took the truck, It's a white enclosed trailer, and he had that 61 Studebaker Lark. He's had it since he's 16. He's heartbroken because
Oh, yeah.
but they got all that. I don't know. It seems kind of weird, but everybody knows that's a rare car for one thing, and he had a lot of stuff done to it. He had like a custom intake manifold on it. He had that LT1 supercharger on it. It has like I think it's a T56 in it. I know it's a manual, but I think it's a T56, but manual transmission in it. A modern manual, overdrive transmission in it. And it's a 5 or 6 speed. He has these wicked 180-degree headers that way it goes in firing order, because most headers are 4 and 4. These ones follow the firing order around it, so it sounds wicked. It sounds like a supercar. But he had that, all of his tools, all of his camera gear, everything. He parked it there at the hotel, and his dad called him in the morning, asking him where he parked the truck, and they went down, it was gone. So that was gone. So anybody in that area, keep an eye out. If you happen to be scrolling through Marketplace and you see anything weird, just take note and let somebody know.
Frankenstein's 320 or
What's
C20.
happening? Yeah, what's happening?
What's up, Sam?
Not much. We're
There
in the rain
goes
here.
Amanda.
Is that her point?
Yeah, she said she'd be.
Yeah, she wants to show everybody something here that we got. And I gotta go on and set the page up for it, but she's something real excited about. She'll be walking in here to show everybody, so you let the suspense get to you on that. She seen that intake manifold there and asked me, she must have thought I just got it. I was like, no, I've had that since last year. I just didn't use it because it was leaking and I took it off. She's like, where'd that come from? I was like, it's been there on the shelf for a year.
She just don't walk around. She ain't out here that often. Don't know what's going on out here.
Well, I had it put away in the box. It's just the box on the shelf. You didn't know what it was.
Box on the shelf.
But I was thinking
Like an
about
elf
putting
on
it
a
on
shelf.
there and trying it. I mean, I know it'll probably make more power on the big end. It'd probably just give up some low end torque, but in this car, that really wouldn't hurt you that bad to give up a little bit of low end torque. You can't keep it from spinning now, so if you give up a little bit of the bottom end, it might help. But yeah, that's that. So we'll get that going. I mean, I've been busy. A friend of mine, we've been rebuilding just a boat stock EFI 360. Why are you walking? So you join Wayne
We
walking
seen
there.
you. Look, you're on there. They caught you.
Yeah.
It took like 2 hours at the cricket store. My mom to get her phone done.
What'd they do to it?
She had her password on. She put it in. She knew it was the right password. Everything. Huh?
Someone changed it.
She did it this morning. So she did it this morning while she was out.
I understand. Someone changed your password.
No, my mom just got home.
Well, someone might have tried to put the old password in too many times and it locked it. When you do that, if you try to put the wrong password in after so many times, it won't take any password. It locks you out.
That's what it was. It locked her. I mean, she knew the password to it, but she just.
Well, like sometimes I know, especially like iPhones, you can set an iPhone.
It's not an iPhone.
I know, you can set an iPhone up that if somebody puts the wrong password in 5 times, it deletes everything on the phone. That way, like if the cops get your phone and you don't get the password, it'll delete everything.
I don't know, but hopefully everything's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting on you.
Yeah. They're waiting to see
What do you
you're
got
gonna
to show us? We need
Oh.
to know what you got to show everybody. I don't see you.
You don't see?
Mm-mm. Now you are.
There's
You
a
can
little
see.
delay. Well, there's a delay. It
Is
takes.
it like, can you see the whole thing?
Yeah, they can see it.
Can you see the whole thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Guys, these are going to be the shirts that we have.
Turn
But
around,
it's going
see
to be
the
cursive writing though. And this is gonna be the white.
That's the only thing.
Instead of the 2 black and a red, it's going to be the 2 white going across. But these are going to be the shirts that we're going to have.
Wonderful.
You could sleep in your house, but you can't race your car.
What?
No, I just messed up.
I knew you was gonna mess it up. I knew it.
Always.
She messed it up.
You think after
We
2
know you
years
can
of saying
sleep in
it,
your
she
house.
remembered. Amanda.
Amanda, your shirt does not say you can sleep in your house.
Sleep in your car.
You could sleep in your car, but you can't raise your house. Whoops.
Whoa.
Coming out.
Only Amanda.
They have your blonde showing. Don't be stealing my chair.
Get your damn chair.
There ain't no more
Finished
chairs
projects.
out here. Your other chair
Send
in
a
the front
smiley
porch.
face.
Well, I don't know. They looks like we're standing or sitting on.
Here. How much? Hippie wants to know. How much is them shirts?
I think they're gonna be
That's funny.
25.
Or whatever his name is. That's funny.
I believe about 25. And then we're gonna also have sweatshirts, but she's gonna look into that.
You'll have to see what they are. I mean, even the first couple for like Hippie and them, if that isn't the case, when we get in Hippie, we'll get a hold of you, or you can get a hold of us. And the first couple that's here right now, if she did misquote it, we'll honor that. So I'm not sure what it is, but when Hippie,
Oh, they're all laughing at me because of.
yeah, because
how I
you messed it
And
up.
that's the whole.
You had one job and you blew it. You had one thing, and I mean, you said it 100 times over and over again. You walk in, and the first thing you do is forget what you're saying.
It'll be okay. But the writing's gonna be in cursive, guys.
Maybe. You can
I
leave
think
it alone.
I know. I think they should. I think it should be in cursive. What do you guys think?
We'll have it. We're gonna have it all set up. We'll have it up on the website once everything gets straightened out. We're gonna have everything. We'll have tumblers, keychains, all your basic stuff. We'll have. We'll get it all set up on the website. It's either gonna have our logo on it or.
It will be sometime this week coming up. The Maxman 71.
What's that?
He wants to know when the website will be up. I'm definitely sleeping in my house tonight for this project.
I would too. Oh, Amanda.
Only Amanda would do that. I don't know. A lot of times it's more comfortable to sleep in your car, especially in a storm. See, if you sleep in the car in a storm,
You can hear that rain and everything
I hear
beating
the
down.
rain hit the metal roof. Anyway,
Well, I
because
don't.
they're
Yeah, and it
upstairs.
keeps me up all night.
Oh, it wasn't me. I could sleep. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a metal roof on the house, so we hear the rain hit the metal roof.
Okay, do you guys think it will look nice in cursive writing or just the way it is right now? Just in case for a couple people just hopped on. Hold on.
Yeah, she's trying to say I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter even if
Can you see it?
if what it costs.
Wait a
If he
minute.
gets his for
Maybe
25
20.
regardless. So it doesn't matter, but Hippie's been here. We just send Hippie a shirt anyway, honestly, 'cause he's been here since the beginning. Him and the finished project. Couple guys.
As
have been-
is, one said.
Huh?
One person said as it is. As
As
is.
it is, okay. Yeah, probably.
Two.
I like it that way.
That's true. If we put
It
it in
is
cursive,
now.
if we put it in cursive, these Gen Z kids wouldn't be able to read it. So
They like it the way it is now. Unfinished project said.
All right, so we have 2 votes
Print.
on.
We have print.
print, they all like to print.
Yeah. Hippie
Okay.
says print. As is.
Yeah. Well,
Frankenstein said readable.
see, that's how I've always been. Like our windshield banners, I like them in cursive. I got the brush script on the windshield banners.
Yeah, well,
I've always liked the cursive on the car.
Man, I'm
windshield banner.
fat.
I like the way it looks.
He's
Yeah,
right
guys,
about
I'm not
Gen.
that upset. I got
You're right.
He
You're
is
right about.
the G's. Gen
Gen
Z.
Zs can't read. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can't read. Well, they don't want them to read
Hippie
cursive.
says you're
Remember,
right.
all of our founding documents are in cursive. You know, and I don't know, that might sound like a conspiracy theory, but to me, it figures if they can't read the Constitution, then I guess they couldn't really argue if their rights are being violated, because they won't know what it
They
means.
don't know what it says. They don't know how to read it.
So,
They're not teaching kid cursive no more in school. That's
So I figure we can start out with t-shirts.
yeah, we'll have it set up. Once
Just go from
everything's
there
set up,
and-
it'll be set up. It'll be at whitetrashmotorsports.com is where it'll be. We handed the domain name, but that don't go there. I don't have it set up yet.
Calligraphy.
By next week, I'll let you know that we have the domain name. It just isn't set up. But as I said, that's supposed to be Tommy's job, but Tommy's been working 7-8 hours a day, 6 hours a day,
6 days a week.
6 days a week, a lot of times.
Hit me
So
Miller.
plus
Damn it,
on,
he's splitting facts tonight.
plus on his homework or schoolwork. So
School, between work and school, he really ain't had time to do much of anything.
no, he doesn't do much. So well, it's true though. I mean, that's the government wants people. We try not to get off on these rants, because the truth, the government wants stupid, helpless people. Why? That way they'll run to the government for help. Oh please, I don't care. Take whatever I have. Just keep us safe and
Yeah.
And
Then
that's
they can just give us ideas on what,
yeah. Well, like I said, we have all
once
that.
we get everything set up, they can comment on
We're
what they would like to have or see, or
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow how it goes. I gotta put the rest of that stuff on the trucks. I don't know. I guess it'll be between that and the weather if we make it out to test this week. If we do though, we'll have some video of it. Either be Saturday or Sunday, but it's gonna rain this weekend, so it's probably not gonna happen either way. But there's that. We want to get to some no preps. Amanda's liking the no prep thing now. She likes to go to these no prep races. I like to go to them too, but we just got to get the truck up and safe enough to be able to run, because all the no prep races, the closest no preps to us is usually about 2 hours away in Ohio, which isn't bad because it's 40 minutes to our local IHRA track, so it's another hour and 20 minutes to go to a no prep. I know it's, what was it, 2 hours? 2.5 hours out to
Ohio.
it might have been 3 hours to Magnolia. I can't remember. It's about
Give or take 4.
no, not 4. It's 3.
It was no.
The way that, I have to stop every time to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, well,
Or to get something. to
that's
drink,
when you
yeah.
get a jug and you go like a trucker, you just pee in the jug while you're going down the road.
I can see her.
Maybe guys can do that, but women, we can't.
Yeah, they
Get
have
a pan.
phones.
Yeah, bunny.
It,
Get a pan.
about that,
You could take a funnel and a bottle and you could pee going down the road in a truck. You got time. Dehydrate.
I'm gonna try that.
Don't drink nothing for a couple hours.
She will
before we
try
go.
that.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, my truck ain't gonna stink like
And then
pee.
you let me know, and then I'll let me know how it works.
She,
Why is your truck gonna smell like pee?
if you miss
Because
that
if you
bottle.
try it, you miss.
How am I gonna miss that damn thing?
We're not gonna. I wasn't planning on using that one. I just showing there was a funnel.
Hold
That was for
This
proof
is how
of
we're gonna do
concept.
this. Wait, no. How am I gonna miss it?
That was for proof of concept. That's not actually. I didn't intend on to use the oil change funnel. That's an old.
No, that'll work perfectly fine. Look,
That's my old Tin Man funnel.
look,
Yeah.
works perfectly fine. How am I gonna miss it?
I know. See that's Tin Man's hat from the Wizard of Oz. It's Tin Man's hat.
Yeah.
I wish I was a Tin Man.
Never know when you got to see him.
Especially when Amanda can't remember your slogan that you've had for
And it's right on.
years. And it's on the back of her shirt.
She didn't even remember.
I can't believe you. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, so like that.
What did I say it
She
was?
said you can sleep in your house,
You
but
talk
you can't
about
race your
sleeping
car.
in your house.
And you can't race your car.
You can't. Well, it's been raining lately, so that's probably true. We can't really race the car. We've been sleeping in the house, but.
Need some WD-40.
Oh,
Need
no, for the
some-
Tin Man. Yeah, WD-40
Mhm.
Tin Man.
That's what
Good old
Michael
squeaky.
Schumer said.
No.
So there would be that.
Come on. but you can't reach your house.
Got it.
I got it. I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
She might have it. She don't know if she's got it or not. Then she'll 5 minutes later she'll go.
I'll forget about 2 minutes later. I'll forget about it.
Yeah, you'll forget.
Man, I'm fat, man. I didn't realize how fat I was in the video.
Wow. Wouldn't that be about right?
Not for a t-shirt, no.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Well, if you say so. What was it then, originally? Give me my map. What?
Here's what we want for a shirt. I know, she has to look and see.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
yeah,
that-
but yeah, I mean, that's all. It'll be Amanda's messing things up, but
Better hope she don't put that on a t-shirt.
yeah, cause she'll put it.
Lord.
Don't worry, I've contacted the company that's printing the shirts. They know what.
Come here.
They know what to put on it.
Amanda, that would suck. Get a box of T-shirts and multiple size, get them back. It's all wrong.
You better make sure
Yeah,
the woman knows it.
she knows it. But like I said, see, I don't know.
Unless I don't.
Well, see, I sent her that logo. Oh, yeah, probably about. But I sent her that logo, and I don't know why. I don't know when she scanned it because we sent it as a JPEG file. I don't know when she converted it. It come out with the letters being that black like that. They were supposed to be in our logo. They're silver. That should have been the same logo as our stickers. So.
I don't know why.
Okay, so then we don't want cursive writing, correct?
No, they just said leave it alone the way it is. So they're happy with that. And then there'll be other stuff. We'll drop random words of wisdom. And there was something else I was gonna say.
Must have been a while.
No, with it, no, there was other stuff that are Confucianisms that we come up with.
Not me, you.
Yeah, well, because I'm the one.
You didn't
that
take your
comes up with
meds
this stuff.
today.
I'm the one that comes up with this stuff. You know.
We're driving down the road. Wait a minute. We're driving down the road, okay? We have a bunch of vehicles that's coming up the road.
Well, they should say hello. We got things
Now.
to do.
Who does this? I just want to know who does this.
Yeah.
Go home! Why is everybody gotta be out? Go home!
Yeah. Remember, Confucius say, man who stand on toilet is high on pot. But, no, I mean, do you
Like
like when we go somewhere there's all this traffic? Or said the town we live in,
Oh yeah, it's terrible anymore with that.
our town's divided from the east side to the west side by a bridge. Okay?
Two.
Well, by two bridges, yeah. There's the one bridge, the bridge on the 4-lane highway that comes through that you use just going out of town or that. And then if you want to come down Main Street, which is Crawford Avenue, but if you want to come down through there's a bridge that crosses from the east side over to the west side that stays on main drag through town. Now, like to leave our house to go to 119, if we was going out of town, it's closer because we're up above on the opposite side of the river at our house than we are at the garage.
Unfinished project. Sounds like you have ridden with me before.
Yeah. Well, it sucks when everybody needs to go home. We got things to do. We ain't got time to wait on them.
Well, if they're not out on the road, what makes you think we are?
Because we are there first.
That's not how it works, babe. That's not how it works.
It works that way. You know
I mean,
what?
they have to go to the store as well as we do.
Well, they can wait till we're done and home.
They have to go get groceries as well as we do.
They probably can't afford groceries, so
We have
they
to go
can
get
stay home.
gas.
They probably can't afford gas.
$4 almost a gallon. Who can?
E85, $3.30 a gallon for E85.
Mhm.
The subsidies on that anyway, like I said, back before when we had like someone competent in charge, it was like $1.98 a gallon for E85.
Yeah, but we have somebody that should be in a
Yeah.
nursing home.
It's never a dull moment when you're riding in a car with him.
It's good.
You don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know what he's gonna say. You don't know what he's gonna come up with. It's just never a dull moment.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
You should have been me and Tommy when we're going up the hill and all of a sudden the whole windshield just gets covered in antifreeze. That's gonna be a problem.
369 for 93 today.
It's
Hippie
three.
said that. Ours is 389
It's
for
389.
87.
Yeah, it's 389 for 87. I just got diesel. It was 4.59 or something. It was almost $5 a gallon. $4.60 a gallon for 1202.
Where's that piece that was in the box?
I said it right there. You don't like that better than the one that's on it?
That's newer. That's old.
He had that on there.
Yeah, that's been on the car. I showed her a picture. It's been actually on the car before. We drove the car with that on her.
Why is it off the car?
Because I took the twin turbos off. This intake here, even though it's ugly.
Hippie's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, he's in the land of the free. He's not in commie Pennsylvania.
I handed the free
The
to
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you know, where we're crooked. These people continuously, you know, vote to harm themselves. It's the craziest thing you ever seen. Every time we have a chance to get somebody in office to change things around here, you know, these people are so brainwashed, they just go in and vote D regardless. It's a shame. I mean, now, Pittsburgh, what is it, from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., there's 25 cops on duty for the whole city. They're not responding to any calls unless they're basically emergency.
Crazy.
That's the city of Pittsburgh now. I mean, that's
Right.
completely nuts.
Frankenstein.
I mean, I like,
620. He must be new.
He
used
says
to like,
it's crazy.
yeah, I used to like, you know, used to like to go to, but you couldn't catch me in Pittsburgh after 3 a.m. now. I mean,
No, because
guaranteed, because them 20 cops on duty, 25 cops on duty, guaranteed if you defend yourself, them cops will show up real quick to arrest you for sticking up for yourself. That's what happens in these, you know,
Pittsburgh's a big city. They need
Well, that's
more
what
than
happened
25 cops.
you know, well, you know, just like
Yeah,
they get-
Pittsburgh's known for all these shootings,
Yeah.
broad
Well,
daylight.
well,
And
they-
many towns just getting as bad.
they get
Yeah.
on TV, or they get on TV, and then, oh, crime's down. No, crime's down because they quit reporting it. Of course it'd be down if you quit found, you know, there's no cops to press the charges.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they said if you need the police after 3 a.m. in Pittsburgh,
someone better be dying.
you call, you get like an automated system, you know, thank you for calling Pittsburgh Police Department, you know,
Yeah,
I
on
mean,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's an emergency,
It's
you
a
know what I
big
mean, they'll send somebody, but it's gotta be like a life and death thing. If your car's stolen or anything, it
Well,
sends
wait
you to
till
an
7
automated
o'clock.
system to file a report. Basically, you leave them a voicemail to, hey, I'm here, I come from out of town and my car's stolen.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but I guess that means that from 3 a.m. till 7 a.m. there won't be a lot. If we're down in the, you know, in an industrial park doing a little bit of, you know, on the street, there won't be many cops around to bust us. As long as we don't get shot or carjacked.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
Well, there'd be a group of us though, so more than likely not. Then again, you might leave, come back, and your old race car trailer would be gone.
100% armed society doesn't need code enforcement.
Exactly.
Hippie said.
Yeah, oh, I believe that totally. You know, it should be a, you know, everybody should have a gun.
Oh yeah, they was talking about that too. That one dude on TV.
Yeah,
He said,
everybody.
that's our second.
You know, it's not,
said-
they're not only just our Second Amendment. You know, we all have the right.
Yeah,
be
that one
safe.
guy on there for the guns. He was talking
Yeah.
big time.
We
on
have a
there.
right to be safe, though. You know what I mean? And the only way you can guarantee, I mean, you can't carry a cop
Taking
on
your
your
rights
back, so-
away.
Well, because that's what they want. I mean,
That's
because
what they're trying to do.
anything we do, did you know the other day there was a big protest in the Capitol. They shut down the Capitol.
They didn't.
It ain't been on the news 24 hours a day about an insurrection.
I didn't hear nothing.
No, because it was pro-Hamas supporters. It was lefties. They're loud.
Yeah.
They can threaten Supreme Court judges. They can, you know, all this. But we're the dangerous ones.
I'm gonna go let him in. It's probably raining.
You know, they just keep poking and poking and poking us, man. We just want to be left alone. That's all we want. We want to be safe. Don't want to be left
Well, you
alone.
can't, as long as you got Biden in the damn house.
Well, it's not just Biden. Now, you know, it's a shame, you know, looked at how somehow that Fetterman won, but the guy with brain damage just come out the other day and made more sense than half of his side, because Fetterman, remember, he had that stroke and stuff, and he had brain damage. Fetterman come out and said the other day that they need to pass laws because you got these squatters now, these illegal migrants are going to people's houses when they're not there, or like say you own a house and you don't stay there all the time, they're going in and just living there, and then you know you got to go through a process to kick them out. Even though you didn't give them permission to go in there, you got to go. It costs you to have them thrown out.
Wow,
Oh, welcome to Biden's America.
he saw the light. Frankenstein C20, he saw the light.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He must be new to
Yeah, nah, he's been around. I've seen him here before. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. We're right at the precipice here. I fear that, you know.
I've never seen LP94 either.
Yeah, that's ours.
On there, or
Oh,
that one just said he saw the light.
Yeah.
Max Dan?
No, Frankenstein.
My fear is, though, that if they take this, you know, if they steal it this time like they did last time, we're almost going to be to the point where we have no other choice. I don't want to be violent. No.
I know a process that will get them out.
Yeah.
Unfinished projects like that.
Yeah, there's a process, but you know,
No.
that's what they want right now. Though they want.
And it costs money too to also get them out.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that's what they want.
Yeah. Well, Fetterman actually come out and said that it's wrong. Fetterman, the guy with brain damage, the lefty with brain damage makes more sense than all of them.
Yeah.
That's a shame. But he seems like since he's been getting therapy, every time he opens his mouth lately, he's been spouting more conservative views than.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. Oh, Lurch.
Yeah, Lurch.
But I mean, hey.
Hey, he wears, he had his shorts and his hoodie on.
Hey, I don't really care. That's fine.
He always wears shorts. You
Yeah.
don't ever see him in pants
No,
or
no,
jogging pants.
and
You
I-
always
hey.
see him in shorts.
And hoodie.
If he does a good job, that's hey. You know, I don't really care. I don't care what side you're on in anything.
No,
man.
as
As
long
long
as you
as
do a good job.
if you do a good job, that's it. But you know, it's become the left has gone so far lately. It's become like a cult to them. I mean, it's you know the hatred towards the right is just it's off the chain. You know, yeah, you know, our guy might not be that we vote for him might not be perfect, but he's better than anything they got to offer. You know, what I mean, the only thing it's gonna suck is you know because now he had one term, they force him out. He's only allowed one term. At least when you have 2 terms consecutively in 8 years in a row, you can get something done. You know what I mean? He's gonna have a hard time now, and that's why vice president's gonna be so important in this one, which. I know it's a little unpopular. I hope it's Ramaswamy, that Vivek. I really like that guy. Really has some good things to say. I know some people don't trust him, but he seems genuine to me. So, I mean, he's pro-America too, and that's all we ask. Just be pro for our country, man. If you want to come here from another country, you know,
Frankenstein, thumbs up.
you know, you want to come here from another country, that's fine, but understand you're leaving that country and that country's problems at the border. You come here to make this country better.
That's you.
Huh?
That's hard.
What?
All them parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and if you're here, you know, if you're here and you legitimately just want a better life and to make this country better, then, you know, we welcome you, but we're not
Yeah, you can do that.
we're not anti-immigrant, you know, I mean, we're just anti-illegal, you know, you can't just come across the border and cut line in front of people that spent thousands of dollars and years of their life to get here, and you just walk in and say asylum. If you're a gang member from Venezuela, how do you deserve political asylum? You know, and they'll come here, and the reason they do that, because then they'll get a court date 8 years away, and then they'll just disappear into the country, you know, and not be seen again. You know, what is it, 12,000 a day?
Is that where Hippie lives in Tennessee?
He said he's in Tennessee.
I like to live in Tennessee. That's where all. That's
I'm
where
gonna
all.
go to Tennessee.
That's
I
where all the
wanna go
good
to Captain
YouTubers.
Bird.
All the good YouTubers live in Tennessee. Uncle Tony lives in Tennessee. Whistling Diesel lives in
I'm gonna go to
Tennessee.
Fort
Vice Grips lives in Tennessee. Everybody lives in Tennessee.
Not Forbes.
You want to go Pigeon Forge?
Yeah,
I seen
that
a cool,
one
I
there.
seen a cool picture there. There's a guy I follow on YouTube, Appalachian Storyteller. He showed a picture of Pigeon Forge 100 years ago. When the guy used to live on top of the mountain, there was nothing. It was just wood, beautiful. And now it's a city. Yeah.
My friend just came from Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. They said they rented a cabin,
Yeah.
so they thought maybe the cabin would be the most expensive one for a whole week.
Yeah.
Guess how much they paid for 1 week with the cabin?
Depends.
Read the next comment there, Missy, because mine, I can't, I
It
can read
You
depends.
it.
need to send me a license plate when I order my shirt. The Maxman 71.
Yeah. We're gonna
Gotcha.
have,
Yeah, we're gonna have
get some
those.
license plates, tumblers, keychains. No.
Beanies.
What did it cost? You was just telling me, you said that theirs was cheaper, that it was cheaper. So you was gonna tell me a story, now you forgot how much it was.
Yeah, no, I know. But listen, no, how much do you think they paid for their cabin? This is a cabin. For a whole week.
Was it a cabin or did they go like through Airbnb?
Nope, it's a cabin.
Yeah, but did they go through like Airbnb or was it just a specific cabin rental company? Because see, Airbnb.
They rented a cabin
Yeah.
for a whole week.
Well, I can go on Airbnb and I can rent somebody's cabin
Well, just
a lot cheaper than
see
I
how
can
much
book
you
it. I don't know, $1,500 for the week.
It was $900. That was
Yeah.
actually cheap.
Yeah,
They said that there was the cheapest one
Yeah.
there that they've ever, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It had like a whole kitchen,
Well,
you
I
know,
was just
hot
saying, 'cause
tub in the
yeah.
living room. That would have been, that
I
there
know a
would
lot
have
of guys like SRC. Every time they go to like Florida or something, or New Orleans, they'll just get an Airbnb. It ends up being cheap. Plus, you can have a big enough house that everybody can hang out there.
Yeah, we're gonna have some other stuff too.
We're gonna get
Max
the whole,
Man
we're gonna
71.
get the whole website set up, man. It
You hear
just,
the thunder? The storm
Oh,
moving
yeah.
in.
we'll get you.
But-
We're gonna have everything. It'll be all set
Yes,
up.
so I want to go to Tennessee, so we can get a cabin for $900 a week. That's cheap. But they said, well, wait a minute,
I
what did
think
they
$900 a month rent would be expensive.
Listen, they said
it's a vacation
that was the
place, but
cheapest. You know, it was.
yeah. Well, we could go there.
They said their
Sleep in a
food
tent.
wasn't really expensive either.
We could go there in the middle of winter. $500. You know, swipe. You go there in the middle of winter and get it even cheaper. Yeah, it'll be alright. You know what I mean? We could go there like when it's like 10 degrees out. Well, it don't get super cold in Tennessee, but it gets colder. You know, it's colder here, but we
It's
go
all
there.
winter time down there.
I just want to get, like I said, that's why I've been still looking. That slide-in sold that one. Did you see that one on there a couple weeks ago? They had on there. It was relatively reasonable. It was a short bed. Yeah, it was a short bed one. You know what I mean? But for right now until we get until we get our enclosed trailer.
Oh, that, Max Man 71,
Yeah.
he said, I changed my name, I was Pat Matt.
That's Pat Max. Yeah, Pat's always been with us.
Maybe I'm
Pat's been with us since
That's
the beginning
him,
too. Yeah.
the other one.
Pat, Hippie Miller, Finished Project, all them guys have been here since the beginning, so we're glad to have them. They always, anytime we pop on at a live, them guys are here.
Well, why not the Pat Matt? Why'd he change his name?
Man, you can't, because a lot of guys have done that, and they set it up like that, I had mine originally set up with just my name, and then after so long, it allowed me to change it over to something else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
YouTube won't let you, when you create a channel, there's like a little bit of a waiting period before you're allowed to change the name of it. Because
Get that motorhome running, and you can park at my house. I'm just a little bit above the Pigeon Forge.
oh yeah, there you go.
Hippie Miller said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if
I wanna
anything,
go
for
so
right
bad.
now, like I said, I'm trying to find another sliding camper for the bed of the power stroke because I can throw that in there and then I can still put the car on the trailer behind it.
I second the motorhome.
Yeah.
Unfinished project.
The motorhome's gonna get there. Cummins diesels are getting cheaper, so as things pan out, and now, like I said, we got them guys that wants to work with us with some diesel stuff. They don't do motors, but we get some. They said they have Cummins stuff too, so.
I tried to call Kevin, but it said the subscriber is not something.
Yeah. So we'd like to put, I'd be happy with just a 12 valve on the old Winnebago would be cool. But
I got RV hookups, Hippie
yeah,
said.
that's cool. We got a generator and stuff on there too, but We're pretty
You can hang out
self-contained.
with
We
him.
go,
Yes.
we go to the lake up there. We take our boat and go to Yock Lake in the summertime. We go
That's
to,
nice of him.
there's a cool campground, but it has no hookups and no power, so we're used to living off the grid. We have the camper set up to have everything we need, so, but
How far are you from Pigeon, Pippi?
it's close enough you can unload the Cutlass and drive it down,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, he said he's not
You ain't even
far.
got hookups, as I said, to take camper on and go. I even looking now because I wanted enclosed, originally what I wanted is I wanted an enclosed trailer with living quarters in the front and the car hauler in the back.
That would be better.
They're $100,000 right now, though. That's
So that means I really gotta like work my ass off at work then, right?
that's $100,000.
It means I really gotta.
Now we can get like a 36-foot and just enclosed trailer for now, and it has the bunks. We can sleep. We can get one of them for like $400 a month.
Oh, that means I really gotta work.
$400 a month ain't bad though for it. You can get one of those for like $15,000 for just a bare trailer.
Yeah, so I better get 2 jobs.
3, 4.
3, 4. Which one is it? Hour and a half on the back bridge.
An hour and a half
An
ain't
hour.
bad from Pigeon Forge.
An hour on the interstate.
And then we would be there. Like I said, we could go.
That
Get,
ain't bad.
we could go get shot at with Diesel's place. You know, he's a real Cody's a good kid, but he don't like people just wandering around. He gets, I imagine he gets some kooks because he's so popular. He just gets like weirdos that come and like hang out in his woods and stuff, kind of like Upchurch does. Upchurch had that one with that homeless guy or whatever it was hiding on his property. That's the only downside to being super popular, you know, with a big YouTube channel like that. Just all the kooks come out of the woodwork.
I'm moving to Cookville area, hippie.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah, see, all the cool kids are in Tennessee, man.
Is Cookville in Tennessee? Is that what he meant by that?
And then not only that, all the cool kids are in Tennessee. The weather, my Tennessee basically has North Carolina weather, you know, so it doesn't get, you know, their winter cold. If it gets a day of 20, that's better to them. It's not like here you wake up and it's like -5. And
So what is the weather like in Tennessee though?
it's like North Carolina. It's average right now. They've been in the 70s for the last probably a couple weeks. Average.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It gets, like I said, they get like even a 20-degree day, you know, in the 20s every once in the winter time. But for the majority, the winter high, I think it's like 50, the average in the winter time. It's not, you know, it's cool, but it's not cold. It's not like here. You know, they might get snow every once in a while, but their snow, you know, it doesn't last like here. Like that, you get up above 2,000 feet here, you know, there was winters where it starts snowing, you know, around Halloween, there'd be snow on the ground clear till spring. You look at snow all day
I'm on
every year.
Tennessee and North Carolina border.
Yeah.
Unico.
Yeah, he's
Unico
a,
country.
huh?
I'm on Tennessee and North Carolina border, and Unico country
County.
county.
Yeah, see, I bet he, do you remember the, what was it, Tellico trails? Remember they used to have all the trails over North Carolina and, between North Carolina and Kentucky, the Tellico. And I think they closed it down, but they used to be like some of the best four-wheeling in the world. For East Coast four-wheeling, because you can't compare East Coast woods and hill climbs and all that muddy, slimy rocks to like Moab, Utah, or, you know, the Hammers in California. That's a different kind of four-wheeling, but all we ever know is East Coast with mud and rocks and bouncing off trees.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to Tennessee.
But they used to be
That's-
Tellico off highway area, used to be a big thing down
That's
in
on
North
my bucket
Carolina,
list.
and then they closed it down. I think over there, isn't there, what is the name? There is a pretty big off-road park, I think, in Tennessee too. And then plus you have the Hatfield McCoy trails over in West Virginia. They have some stuff for bigger vehicles, for full-size vehicles. I can't think of it. I know it. There's a name. There's trails down there, and I can't think of the name of them.
Yeah, they also said that Dolly Parton, like, her place down there is like very, very, very expensive.
Everywhere is, you know.
The one's just north. What's his name? Used to be Pat. I'm just north of 40 between Nashville and Knoxville.
And you know what?
There is four wheelings everywhere here, bro.
Yeah,
Hippie said.
yeah, I know. Buggy ride. That'd be cool.
Frankenstein, are you in Tennessee, guys? Oh,
Here in
touch me.
Pennsylvania, when it comes to four wheeling, the only time we get to go four wheeling, it's got to be we're either on private land that somebody give us permission, or we got to trespass because they years ago they spent all this money and got all this donated land for the state game lands, but then it's all closed to all motorized vehicles. Unless you got a snowmobile in the wintertime, then some of them's open for snowmobile trails, but
Are you in Tennessee?
we're
guys?
not allowed to have motorized vehicles. I mean,
In
a couple of years back, I got pulled over on a township road that drove through the game lands, and game lands on both sides. We was on a township road, and they still tried to give us fines for being on the game land.
I love Upchurch.
Even though when I told them, that we were on a township road, they argued with us. It was no longer a township road, even though it was a maintained road. But yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about Pennsylvania. I mean, we got Wellsville, Ohio, but it's all hill climbs. It's if you're into steep hill climbs and stuff. I ain't really much into the steep hill climbs. I mean, I don't mind climbing hills, but I really don't want to come rolling down backwards in a samurai either. That's not a good time. Flipping end over and backwards down a steep hill
I get out and walk.
or side to side. So I mean, so they have that, and then the problem out there with Wellsville, it's all kind of private land too. It's kind of like our falls. It's private land, and it's like owners can't get together on this guy don't mind, this guy does. So no one can get together, so they can't really close the whole thing down because half the time nobody knows who owns what, and everything goes on. But with the popularity of people posting stuff on the internet and side by sides, don't get me wrong, like a Razor, or these Can-Ams and that, they're fun to ride, they are. But the problem is they bring a lot of people into the trails that really have no business being in the trails. The same way with the new Jeeps, that you can go, if you got good credit, you can go to a, Polaris shop or Can-Am shop or whatever, you can buy yourself a pretty capable off-road vehicle. And what happens, they load them on a trailer, they come here, they ride our trails, rip it up, go places they're not supposed to go, leave their trash, then that place gets gated off, and then the locals that rode them trails their whole
Yeah,
life.
ruined it for them.
Well, it ruins it for the locals because they don't care. They
Yeah.
come in on a trailer, so they'll just trailer to the next spot. They're like locusts. They just show up, consume everything good, and then move on to the next.
I've seen a few dune buggies riding around in the side by side at the courthouse, so there must be something around there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I hear, I can't remember, I want to say there was a couple guys on Pirate Forward that used to live. I know you guys' vehicle laws are a lot more lax too than when I have state inspection stuff, because some guys used to run them Formula Toyota buggies and they would fill the bodies in, but it was basically a tube, but it was a Toyota pickup truck. They just removed the body and put a steel roll cage on it and then just covered the sides in sheet metal and just left it titled as a Toyota pickup truck. I know out west they drive them on the roads like that.
Unfinished project, or HEC.
Yeah. You know what that is?
No, what does RHEC?
You don't know.
Reverse home economic couch.
No. Raise hell and eat the cornbread.
Oh.
Upchurch. That's Ryan Upchurch. That's what he calls this Kansas lady. Oh, you're an Upchurch fan. It shows. Yeah, you should have known that. RHEC, I think he has it tattooed on himself. Yeah, that's Upchurch, man. Ryan Upchurch.
Never a dull moment when you got a man up and around here.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have your mouth all like stretched out. You know that? I'm surprised your mouth ain't all stretched out of shape. As many times as you stick your foot in it.
Oh my. Oh Lord.
Like I said, now the other day I had issues.
You got them all the time.
Yeah, I know I do.
Issues.
My issues works from what, about 9:45 to 7 tomorrow. My issues only work till Tuesday.
Yeah, because that's my schedule for tomorrow.
Said my issues.
That's my work schedule for
Yeah.
tomorrow, 9:45 to 7.
I don't know, guys. Do you get that? And
The
here's
daily, a small block with open headers with 0 tickets. Things are better here.
yeah, well, see, yeah, I know they are. I mean, we have a stupid yearly inspection, and it sucks. We've been trying for years, but the problem is every time we get like our state representatives, we get them on board with it. Is the guys that own the garages go on the news and scare these old people and tell them that, if they do away with vehicle inspection, their car's going to kill them. Wheels are going to fall off, or it's going to break it down. And they scare these old people like, well, if the state does away with inspection, then everyone will drive an unsafe car. Instead of being truthful and saying, well, even if the state does away with inspection stickers, you can still take your car to the garage once a year, pay the shop. They'll gladly inspect it for you. You know what I mean? You just don't
That's
have to
the stuff that would cause there to be restriction, though.
Yeah. But I run around on slicks most of the summer, and this car a lot of
Speaking
times.
of inspections, mine runs out at the end of this month. So, but
Yeah.
my plate runs out in June.
When did I got the
So I'm
truck.
gonna renew that for. I'm gonna actually renew that for 2 years instead of 1.
Yeah, I got the truck in August. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I'm on the 9th month with no sticker. So I've almost got a free year without it because they don't look at that big diesel truck. It sets almost too high for the cops to really notice that there's no sticker on it. Anything else, if I would have drove out the end of the driveway, I'd have got popped for no sticker. But for some reason, they don't look at that diesel truck. They just, I guess because I don't know, they must think that we have a diesel, we have money.
Red Ford question mark?
Yeah, so they must think because we got a diesel truck, they don't that we got money or something because we can afford diesel. They don't know we only paid $1,500 for it. And the truck's pretty rough underneath,
Still
but it
gotta
just
put
looks
money
good.
to it.
Huh?
You still gotta add money to it. That's
Wow.
why it's found on road dead.
Yeah, well, wait, I gotta put about $2,000.
Frankenstein. Cool.
I gotta put about $2,000 in it.
John Wilbert, Sam,
What's up, John?
Hippie Miller, 89 Chevy short box.
There you go. GMT 400. Nice. I've had a few of those. I've had so many different cars.
We have 7 people on.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
What's happening, John? Been in your lives a couple times, buddy. I pop in and out, man. It's just been hectic around here. One thing to another. But glad to see you on here. I appreciate you stopping in. We're just hanging out here, waiting on at the store and just chatting it up. We're going to try to start doing a regular thing again here now that it's not cold. I mean, we have heat in the shop, but for most of it, we was using the 110,000 BTU torpedo heater, and it's so loud I can't even hear my own brain work when it's running. So I just wander around in circles and can't figure anything out. That's why I'm at the garage all the time.
And I can actually be here on Thursday because
Yeah.
I only work till 7. So
Well, we're gonna do a poll anyway. We need to do a poll on this because I need to see what these guys think. Okay.
Here we go. Never, like I said, never dull moment.
Never
with
dull
Samuel.
moment. See, here's
Here
the
we
old.
go.
I catch grief all the time.
Getting ready to deliver a transmission to Pennsylvania tomorrow.
Where at?
John.
Where you going to PA, buddy? We was just down your way last fall. We was down in we spent the afternoon in Princeton.
I've got my own oil burner, Maxman.
Yeah.
We're at in PA, John. If it's close, we'll have to.
Yeah, well, like I said, we was at Princeton. We was right down there where John's at. He's right in Princeton area. Her dad moved to Princeton here the end of last summer.
Williamsport.
Williamsport. So he's going
Then
over
back
in the middle,
through
yeah.
York.
Yeah, he's going to be on the other side of the state.
Damn, man. Okay, so let's say about this pool. I'm from Bluefield, John.
Yeah, Bluefield, Princeton, yeah. My mom and stepdad lived in Bluefield for about a year when I was like 16. I remember they were right down there. They was up on the West Virginia side, but it's neat because you get out of town. There's a Bluefield, Virginia, and West Virginia. You know, it's a neat town. But yeah, we was in Princeton. I was actually I missed there was a guy on there that had a really nice converter and it was cheap, and he was gonna meet me right there at the first exit there before you go into the tunnel.
Unfinished project, Billyport. I don't know why, but it's just took my
Yeah.
life down into
I'm
life.
trying to. What was the name of that? I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Text him and tell him we're live. Just text him.
I can't. I tried. I don't know if it's the right number or not.
Oh, I don't know.
So, anyhow,
Yeah.
what'd you say about the pool? We're gonna do a pool.
Because if you guys get grief, I get grief
From who?
from you
Okay.
because I'm
Yeah.
always at the garage. Okay, this is what I hear. You're always at the garage, and I tell her, would you rather me be at the garage? I mean, some women got to get up and they got to go look at every bar.
Unfinished project. There goes my eardrum.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Don't you have it on Do Not Disturb?
No, I didn't swipe it down on it. I should have, but I don't because it'll mess the feed up now. But yeah, some people, and you know people like that. They get off of work, they're like, oh, I wonder what bar he's at now, and they gotta ride around looking, try to find him in a bar. Try to find him. They're out running around. What are you doing? You know where I'm at. If you go to the house and I'm not home, where am I at?
Can you get to the point?
That is the point.
Because I'm waiting on this. Can we get to the point
We
of
want,
it?
we want to see what anybody else thinks.
Thanks about what?
That am I right? Is it that bad that I'm always at the garage?
I never said that was not right.
No, but you do complain like you're.
So don't put words in my mouth I never said.
Like you don't complain when
No.
You're always at the garage.
No.
Okay. All right.
No. That's
Well,
why I
why-
can't look at me.
Well, why you hold back? I'm just saying it could be.
Because you're laughing.
Because I know what you
So
said.
blame me because you're laughing.
Because I know what you said.
I can never look you straight in your face without
I
laughing.
know what you said. I know what you said. You're like, oh, you're always at the garage. What time is it anyway?
Same time as it was yesterday, but a day later.
Oh, okay.
It's half past a monkey's ass for just balls.
You're on live feed.
Everyone else can. It's 15 after 8.
Okay.
Next. You want to know what today's date is, too?
No, today's the 11th of April.
You want to know what year it is, too?
I don't know what year it is.
You want to know who our president is, too?
No.
Okay.
I don't care anything about that bum and what he has to do, or what he has to say, or where anything. Don't care about it. Don't care.
It's just as soon as I get up and leave for work,
No,
like you must know when I leave because you get up and you leave.
No, I leave when I wake up.
No. So soon. You must have that GPS on me, like you know exactly when I leave for work.
No, but
Tomorrow I'm leaving about 8 o'clock in the morning, okay?
I'm not gonna be up there.
Because I go dinner somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
Where I
my
go.
it's
That's
my
good
last
enough.
it's my last couple days before. Yeah, I gotta help Dwayne, so I'm not getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. It's gonna get cold tonight. We're gonna need a fire and wood burner this one after the storms come through. It's only gonna be 50.
Can you sit down or no?
It's only gonna be 48 or 50 for the high tomorrow.
Well, that's good. We can go swimming tomorrow.
That's not good.
Yeah.
It was like what? I think it made it 73 today.
But it's pretty nice weather. We can go swimming tomorrow.
50 is not nice weather. 50 is nice weather for January or December or February, but it's not nice weather for coming up in the middle of April. Have you seen the forecast? It's supposed to be almost 80.
Yeah,
I think
very
one day
nice.
was 80 next next week. I think next Thursday, 81.
Well, that's definitely swimming weather.
It won't be long.
Yeah.
Pulls that up till the end of May.
So I didn't see nobody do this pool on you. But,
Well, because I didn't actually create a pool yet. I was just wondering.
yeah. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I reckon so. It is what it is. So,
I don't know.
so do you think we'll get the? Well, I mean, we can always go out in Mexico if we can.
Why would I want to go to Mexico?
Because you can't speed on public roads in the United States. We gotta go to Mexico.
I want to go to Cancun. We can go to Cancun.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of going to Mexico down the street, get the draggy out, make a couple.
No, I actually thought you really meant Mexico.
Well, I really meant Mexico.
Oh my god.
I took Junior, what was it, not yesterday, before that day, when I took him for a ride, it dead hook.
Huh?
It dead hook, and usually it's been spinning lately without a burnout, it was spinning.
Did you take him for a ride in it?
We
I mean, did you really
I really, yeah.
take him for a ride where he actually
Yeah.
plants himself in the back like I
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
He was like, whoa, and I was like, yeah, why do you think I always tell you? And he says, I tell
You
you.
should
to
let him
slow."
drive it.
I ain't driving this thing. No, I like this car. I'm gonna let someone drive it. This thing, if you don't know what you're doing, this thing will hurt you.
I drive it,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I'm doing. I just get in it, put it
But
into
you're
reverse
careful.
picture. Or am I?
Yeah.
See,
I know you're careful and you got sense.
do I?
Yeah, he would be out there trying to floor it, and then it would bite him, and I'd be upset. But it'd be nobody's fault but my own. So. He said about it, I was probably Timmy texting, it'd be fun, but because he said about something, and I was like, he said about turbo in his car, making it make power like this, and I was like, that would be like me giving a toddler a loaded gun to play with. I said, I'm not going to build you a 600 pound or 600 horsepower car. I said, you can gradually, we can build you power.
Okay, guys, listen. Okay, my nephew, God love him. I mean, he'll do anything for anybody, but he just doesn't really have a brain.
He does. He
Just
never
small.
had-
But anyhow,
Not even that. He wasn't around anybody.
if someone tells you something about a vehicle, would you listen to that person, or would you just go on your own, just go do whatever?
Well, here's the thing. This last mistake, it's going to cost him about $800 to replace that motor. That's just buying a new motor. If he would just listen to me that day. He wasn't even running the car. That's the thing, because I told him, I said, when I get a chance, I'll come up, we'll change that fuel pump. Yeah, I was like, well, come up and change the fuel pump in the car, because he needs a fuel line release tool for the fuel pump and stuff anyway, right? But he got impatient. Well, I don't know why he was firing it up and revving it, because I told him not to drive it anywhere, because it kept blowing the fuel pump fuse, and I was like, put a 30 amp in, I was like, put a 30 amp in it and drive it to the garage. I said, all you gotta do is make it basically a half mile. If he'd made it across 119 to North Manor, we would have took the truck down, just hooked a tow rope to it and pulled it the other 3 miles to the garage.
So where was he at?
Well, and, he told me he couldn't make it because it was blowing the fuse. Well, if it was blowing the fuse, he'd blow the motor up. And he called me, he said his motor's knocking.
Is it really knocking? What did he ask? Who was there?
It's knocking. And you know, what would be my first question? If someone calls me and says my motor, well, first he said it was ticking. Or knocking. It was making noise. And my very first question, when someone tells you your motor's making noise, what would be the first question you ask?
Pull over.
No, it's a big fire motor's making noise. What would be in your mind, what would be the first question you ask him? Does it have oil in it?
Does it have oil in it?
He pulls the dipstick, nothing on it. So he just made an $800 mistake. He only had that car like 2 months. He'd never checked the oil in it. I said, you check the
He
oil.
never does.
Well, I said, you gotta check the oil once a week. I don't care.
Just like he don't pay attention to his gas gauge either.
if you
He
got,
assumes he's got gas, so
No.
let's just go.
well, there's two kinds of people in this world. Those people will look and they'll know they're on E, but they're like, oh, I'll probably make it. You
But
know
there you
me, I don't run out. I'll run a car to E if I know the car, but I don't run out because if I turn my key on and it's on E and I know I just drove a couple miles on E, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna take it. I'll put fuel in. I haven't run out of fuel for.
And what do I always look at when we first get in the vehicle when you're
Yeah.
driving?
Yeah, but I haven't ran out of fuel for 30 years. You know, in a car that has a working gauge.
We had 3 people on.
And then yours, you don't trust. When yours says miles to empty, believe me, every mile it'll do that miles.
Oh, I didn't break that.
Why are you breaking my grill?
I didn't break that.
Get it all pushed in,
No, I didn't.
punching the cutlass nose in. It didn't break itself.
I was just messing with this.
Quit touching.
Watch the video.
It's for jelly.
Watch
Now,
the
I'm
video.
gonna watch the video, see how
Watch
I got
the video.
pushed in.
You watch the video and
I
you
will.
let me know if I broke that.
I will. It's for jelly.
Okay, it's fragile.
For jelly.
It's for Jill.
It's
You have 2
Italian.
people on.
It's for jelly.
But just me and your mom.
Yeah, it's winding down now. Everybody's getting bored. They're gonna go do something else. Time is it anyway? 8:30,
20 after.
8:20. We can wrap up around 8:30 or something. We're going all the way to 9 o'clock. But
We're tired.
yeah, you can go to bed.
Yeah, I'm all Saturday and Sunday.
Yep. But see, the reason I have this motor, this intake here, even though it's ugly, makes more power.
That's cleaner.
Yeah,
It's newer.
that's fancy racing intake here. It's aluminum fabricated intake. That's heavier than this one. This is plastic. And this one makes more bottom end torque than that one. On the dyno, this makes more power. But with the turbo, it don't matter because that's got a bigger throttle body, so you can cram more air into it.
I had to bring her with me.
It don't matter. Everybody's done gone now.
She blew someone's eardrums out.
Huh?
Blew someone's eardrums out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kevin tried to call again.
Well, I already texted him and I told him he won't call no more.
Yeah.
He said,
Lay
okay,
down.
thanks.
Lay down.
I don't know why you have to keep calling like that. He knows you do that on him.
Amanda tried to call him.
I didn't call, I just texted him.
Amanda tried to call him and it said about what? There was something wouldn't work.
Well, I texted him, I said, Sam will call you later, he's doing it live. He said, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
might
probably
have
didn't
forgot.
know. Normally
No,
we do a live every
no.
Thursday, but we haven't
He
been.
might have forgot
Why you
to.
running the trees on up here?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, but no, I mean, that's about it.
I just
Yeah, Amanda wanted to go to Mexico, but she thought we was really going to Mexico.
I'm done.
She's racing in the wrong, or she's sleeping in her house.
Yeah.
And not racing her. She broke the grill.
No, I did not.
I gotta go back and review the video. We
You
watched
go
the
right
footage.
ahead.
I got it all on video.
You got and you rewatch that whole entire video, and you let me
I'll
know.
see when your
Where I
elbow,
broke it.
when your elbow hit that and pushed it
No, it didn't. I was like this. I did not break that.
in. Oh, okay.
Like I said, watch
Alright.
that video. The video shows it all.
Alright.
Cancun.
Huh?
He said Cancun.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want to go to Cancun, Mexico. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna get out here and get
She wants to go up.
kidnapped by the cartel.
Just Cancun and Tennessee. That's it.
Well, there's probably nobody in Cancun anymore. Everybody done.
She said that's it, but
Everybody's all random
where
American.
did you just want to go to Alabama somewhere? Just not long.
I want to go to Alabama
Oh,
to
I
see
do
JJ,
that.
the arm drop.
Just add more.
I want to go to that. I want to go to the New Year's Eve race in New Orleans. That big street race down at the pad they have.
Want to go there too?
I mean, we'd have to spend New Year's in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Wow. How big is
What do you think it is, right?
Well, what about me going to Cancun, Tennessee, and Alabama?
Well, December 31st, and or January 1st.
And you know the reason why I want to go to Alabama for another reason.
Yeah, well, I'm saying in Louisiana, it's gonna be warm that day. You could be here freezing on New Year's, or we could be there racing on the street. Yeah, she's all icky again.
Yes, she needs a bath.
Look at her, she's icky.
Yes. Hands are icky, icky, icky,
Icky,
need a
icky,
bath.
icky, icky.
You need a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you a bath.
Is anybody still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple people.
Oh,
that-
Alabama Slammer.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be that one song. What's that? It's Alabama Slammer is a,
Drink.
yeah. It's iced tea and,
You come, Grandma?
Twisted tea.
no, it's not good. It's ice, it's tea and whiskey. I'm trying to think what kind it is.
But it's more than just one
Let me see
whiskey
what's-
and
Yeah. Yeah, no, Alabama Slammer, yeah,
Oh, I don't know about the Alabama.
I'm
I'm
Friday,
still
I'm
on.
still on.
yeah.
Okay.
Nut.
Just to do what you
Yeah,
I
we're getting
finished
ready,
it,
about 8
'cause I'm
o'clock,
not that car man.
8:30 we're gonna wrap up here, cause it's gonna start the
Yeah, it's
storm
starting.
anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna start here.
It's gonna get windy and noisy and everything,
Stop
so.
it, baby girl, let's go. Come on. Be a good
We're
girl.
getting established now, yeah, everybody, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, we appreciate it, we'll get that
Yeah,
website up
let's take
and
it out,
going.
listen to it.
When I get the link for the website, I'll post it on the community page once we get all of our merch up and everything. I appreciate it, guys. I do. We couldn't do it if it wasn't for you guys. I appreciate your comments. It helps a lot, so that's why we do it. We just want to share everything and what we're doing. And, we're getting better at it. Like I said, we're not perfect, but we're getting gooder.
Getting gooder?
Yeah, it's a hillbilly term. We're getting gooder.
Getting gooder.
We're getting gooder. But thanks everybody. Unfinished project. Always Hippie Miller. He's here.
John.
John, Lars.
Marksman.
Yeah, that's Pat Max. Max man is Pat
Frankenstein.
Max. Frankenstein C20. Everybody, man, that you pop in and you chat. We appreciate it. Unfinished project. He's here. He was here first. Like I said, Hippie Miller's always here. Lars always pops in. John pops in. John's a busy man, so to have John come in for a couple minutes, that's special because John is a busy guy. He's got a lot going on, and with promoting the No Name Nationals, everything, so John's busy. John's always doing something. So we appreciate it, guys. I appreciate your time. Your time means something to us. We value it. So till next week, yeah, we'll probably come back on now that the weather's cooperate. We can start doing this regularly again. And hopefully things will work out. We might get to the track a little bit and see what we can do this year. I'm still looking. I just want a 6 flat. I'll be happy. This year, that'd be a goal. We get this thing around a 6 flat in the 8th, I'll be happy. So, it is what it is. Till next week, remember guys.
You can sleep in your car, but you can't reach your house.
Alright, man.
I
Right,
could think
yeah.
there for a minute.
And it's on your shirt. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming, man. We appreciate
Thanks,
it. We'll see you
guys.
next
Good
week.
night.
Good night, everybody.